If you've ever wanted a car that can do it all, from being the weekend car, the daily driver, to even off-roader, though I wouldn't take it off-road, this is the 2019 Porsche Cayenne. Firstly, instead of talking about the car, let's talk about this badge. When the owners were first looking for the logo that should represent their cars, they went around doing their research and stuff, and eventually, when they were meeting together with some other people in the restaurant, they were having a discussion and came to make the Porsche logo like this one, which was first drawn on a piece of tissue paper in a restaurant. You have these beautiful Cayenne classic headlights over here, a space for taking air in over here, as well as here to feed your huge V6, and even functional vents over here to come and cool your 6-piston brake calipers over here, Porsche brake calipers. This car is powered by this 3-liter V6 turbo petrol engine, and it produces around 340 horsepower and 450 newton meters of torque. That pushes this to 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 5.9 seconds, or as you can say, the sub 6 seconds. It has a top speed of 245 kilometers per hour, and all this power is sent to all 4 wheels via Porsche's all-wheel drive 8-speed Tronic gearbox, which is actually a dual clutch gearbox, and that is quite a tongue twister and a half. And in case you guys don't know what a dual clutch gearbox is and how it works by pre-selecting gears, and it has 2 clutches, giving its name the dual clutch transmission. So from first gear, the second gear is already pre-selected, and that's how you get those lightning fast shifts. Because imagine, it's just there, your second gear is already selected, your third gear is already selected before you shift, giving you those super fast shifts. For those who assume that this car can't be fuel efficient, think again, because it gets up to 9 kilometers per liter, because it's a very powerful car and it's relatively heavy. That is very fuel efficient, and the fuel tank has a capacity of 90 liters, so you'll get a decent amount of range with the economy and the huge tank. It has a ground clearance of 7.3 to 8 inches because it's riding on bags. There's a lot going on even inside the car, because you get your Alcantara steering wheel, which is very nice and has a very good grip, your extremely premium paddle shifters, and this beautiful cluster over here, 1 analog and the rest are all digital. Then right here you get some controls over here, but you would have to turn on the car so that you can be able to even see them. Additionally, you get this huge infotainment screen that's right over here rather than floating over here and obstructing your view, and you can control so much from it, from your safety systems to your 360-degree camera, parking sensors, and even your lane assist. And you can even change how your car drives by changing the chassis settings and even how the suspension responds to your driving, as well as your throttle response. Your gear selector over here, e-parking brake, your Cayenne badge over here, a small section over here which would be perfect for putting your keys, 2 cup holders, and even a 12-volt power socket. You get your grabbing thingies over here, here, and over here. In the Pajero, they removed these so the driver can focus on holding the steering wheel. And coming back to the steering wheel, I forgot to mention, this has a very nice cruise control. For your seating in the front, you get very nice comfortable seats that will keep you in place even when going on and cornering on high speeds. These are heated and ventilated, so you are sure that your bum won't freeze or get overheated. And if you move to the left, you'll see that. Thanks to Als-Pride for sponsoring this video. For additional utility, you get these relatively huge door bins, and you can easily fit a huge bottle in here. Plus, you also get more storage right there, which is felt lined, so no jiggling will happen. Then inside over here, you get even more storage, which is relatively deep, and you get 2 USB ports right there for charging. Another feature I really like in this car is the sunroof, panoramic, so it reaches all the way to the back. However, I'll not open the glass because it has been freshly tinted. When you're looking for blind spots in this car, there's barely any. It has a good view out front and even on the sides, because instead of the B pillar coming all the way through here, if it's called a B pillar, it's definitely a pillar though, it would give you a huge blind spot, so it's good that they put glass over here, giving you a very clear view. In the back, however, I can't say the same, because you can see from around here all the way there, there's a huge blind spot. In the back, other than your sunroof being there so that you can enjoy, you also get your AC vents right over here rather than over here. So only 2 for these guys over here. However, they can control them. Then they have a small amount of storage over here and here. And they have their 12-volt socket over here and 2 USBs over there for charging your phone or other stuff. You get your door bins over here. The grabby thing is over here. Beautiful door handles. More grabby thing over here. Reading light. That's for night when the sunroof's of no use. And in Porsches, you'll notice that the back of the seat is normally a hard material. It doesn't reduce how premium this feels, and it rather actually increases the comfort for the driver, because if anyone is pushing over here, especially kids, these are the hugest culprits of pushing on the driver's seat. So the driver will not feel any of the discomfort of these guys pushing on the back of their seats. There is a huge amount of knee room, foot room, and headroom. However, I can't say the same for this guy because there is the bump over here from the transmission. And he'd not be too comfortable either way, because if you were to open this to access the two cup holders, there'd be no space to sit here anyway. So this car is more advisable for 4 people rather than 5, unless you have a child who will be able to sit comfortably in this middle seat. The side profile of the car is nice and it has a relatively good stance. These rims are not very nice, but they'll be replaced with this. And another cool feature is that the shape of the key always matches the shape of the car. And it also has the logo right there, same place in the car. In the back, it also has a nice sloping roofline with a kind of a spoiler over here, your wiper over here, Porsche lettering inside your brake light, which reminds me quite a bit of the 911. Then you also have your plastic cladding over here and dual tip exhausts. And you can see they're real. And since you're watching Tronic, I'm not just about to show you them and dip. Let's take a listen. Now, however perfect this Porsche will be, it'll always have a few problems. And in this specific one, there were 7 recalls for electric problems and safety issues such as ABS and stuff. So that's one thing you have to take care of and service properly and get checked often to make sure they don't malfunction. Another thing to know about this car is that it has a towing capacity of 3.5 tons, which is actually very good. There's no trailers and stuff that you'll not be able to tow with this. But put it down in the comments below. Are you going to be towing something with a Porsche?